it's gonna hang out with me. And we're gonna see if we can get a little bit of toy decluttering done. You ready? Get us excited. Since both boys are sleeping, when I was getting the toys, this went off in their room. Oh, goodness. Okay, so while I catch my breath here, I thought I'd take a second and explain kind of what I'm doing. So I've got almost all of their toys down here now. So I'm kind of trying to separate them into categories and then go through each category. So, I've got books here that I've mostly sorted now. The big pile is what I'm keeping. I definitely have a soft spot for books, but I need to focus on quality over quantity. So I've got... Hi, Sirius. So here, I've got bins of stuff to sell, hopefully. If it doesn't sell, it will go to the Salvation Army. I've got a trash bag here of stuff I'm actually getting rid of. This box is all the puzzles, which I still have to sort. Sorry. Puzzles. That I still have to sort through. Then we've got on the couch car stuff, animals, baby toys, dress up, all the tracks, stuffed animals, the train set. This is all the stuff to sort through still. I've got some tools and building toys going on here. Balls, bath toys, and books. In these bins, I'm putting stuff that I want to keep for now, but it's either too old for them right now or too young. So it's just kind of between their ages, and so they don't really play with it. So I'm packing it up and then we'll bring it out later. I'm going to use a bin too just for toy rotation. So I'm going to have a bunch of toys out that they use, obviously, but then I'll have a bin of toys that I'll bring out when they get tired of the toys that they have out, so we can just keep it fresh and they can not get bored and be interested in what they've got. So I still have to sort through this stuff into the categories, etc. And then I'll go through the categories more in depth. One of the big problems I'm finding is having a good way of storing their toys in a way that they'll be able to get them easily to play with and see what they have, because having them in bins, obviously, and totes isn't ideal. So I've got to find some solutions for that. But this is also helping me see where there's gaps in their toys, like they're really lacking in art supplies, building toys, things that really inspire imagination and creativity. So that's how we're coming. through some of these individual categories a little bit more thoroughly. I purged kind of as I went along, but I'll go through and make some actual decisions now. He's back. So, whew, sweaty. Whoa, sorry. I've come to a good stopping place, so I thought I would show you what we've got done. So, I moved the toy box down here. I think this is gonna work much better. I'd envisioned that they would play with it upstairs in their room, but the only place for it was their closet, and their closet doesn't have a light, so they literally never played with the stuff that was in it. So now it's got the current rotation of stuffed animals, stuff that they haven't played with in a while, a bunch of balls are in there, and then in that trash bag, I wish I had a box, but right now I'm working with what I've got. So in that trash bag, I've got the tracks for the Mickey Mouse train, since I separated all of the different track sets apart. And then here we've got dress up clothes. I would love to get some more dress up clothes that are a little bit more open-ended, some things like silk scarves or that kind of a thing. And then over here we've got our toy cabinet. Okay, so in the toy cabinet, I know it's really hard to see, but on the top shelf I've got building stuff and cooking gear. And then on the middle shelf I've got puzzles and animals, which I'd love to get some clear bins to store those in a little bit better. And then on the bottom I've got cars and planes, the current rotation of those. So then over here in the striped box, I've got all the baby toys. In the blue one, it's empty. All empty. And then I've got a bag of trash and donate stuff. And then the 2 boxes are stuff to try to sell or donate. And then here, I've got some stuff to go into storage in the closet. So the top bin, I'm hoping I can find the lid for, but that will be one that will go into rotation. So when the current toys are stale, I can bring that out. The next bin is some baby toys or toys that they need to grow into. So toys that they're just not in the right stage of life for yet. And then the bottom tote is another one of toys to rotate. Then And 2, with both of those, if there's a toy that they're missing, I'll be able to go in and find it, so we won't have any big mishaps there, hopefully. And if there's other toys in there that I'm not really crazy about, which there's a few, and they're not interested in them and they don't get played with, even when we bring them out in rotation, then I'll know that it's okay to get rid of those now. Then for storage, I've got the other set of tracks for now, which we can swap those out for the train ones later. Then I've got the bouncer that Bennett has outgrown, so we're going to store that. Okay, sorry about that abrupt ending there. Bennett had decided he had enough of the decluttering, so we had to end. But I hope you got an idea of what I accomplished with going through all the toys and decluttering them, and kind of my system going forward with my toy rotation bins, and some toys that are going into storage. Sirius just walked in. But I also wanted to say, to talk a little bit more about why toy decluttering and kind of what sparked it. So I was inspired to take on this decluttering challenge by a blogger named Avital of The Parenting Junkie. Her website and her blog posts and her videos are fantastic, so I highly recommend checking them out if you're at all interested in simplifying parenting. Sorry about the glare on my glasses, but nothing I can really do about that. So she had a 3-week challenge. The name of the challenge was Reclaim Play, with the idea of helping our kids get out and explore and discover playing again, and playing freely and playing independently, which is kind of why I stumbled upon it, because I was looking for ideas for how to have Edison play by himself, since he seems to, although he's really imaginative and creative when he plays, he always wants me to play with him, which can get really exhausting. All that to say, decluttering was the first step, so that's why I tackled that finally. It had been like weighing on me since Christmas, just how much clutter and toys and little junky things were everywhere. So it was really nice to tackle that. Even though the boys didn't have a lot of toys comparatively, like compared I guess to other kids that we know, they weren't really playing with what they did have. So that's kind of a good sign that when you need to declutter the toys, if your kids aren't playing with the toys they have. Avital gives the illustration, like imagine that you went into work and found that you had 2 laptops, 7 smartphones, 5 iPads, and a bunch of notebooks, pens, pencils, all of that other office supply stuff. It would be really hard to figure out how to do your job because it would just be too overwhelming. And for our kids, playing is their work. It's when they're learning and growing and developing skills and all those brain connections. So that's why I pared down. My next step is to try to set up sort of zones for their toys. So like having a messy play zone with their art supplies and stuff that Edison likes to bring in from outside. And then a zone for building creative kind of play, like blocks and all that kind of stuff. A quiet zone for reading. That's what I'm going to be working on next, as well as trying to find the best way to store and display the toys. If you have any toy storage or display solutions that you really like, or any ideas for me, please leave it in the comments below, because that would be super helpful. If you like this clean with me video, give it a thumbs up down below. Be sure to check out Avital's links down below too, so you can learn more about her Reclaiming Play challenge and initiatives. If you want to see more cleaning videos, go ahead and leave a comment down below letting me know, and I will work on that since it is spring and the time for cleaning. If you decide to take on this challenge to declutter your kids' toys too, I would love to see. So post it on Facebook or on Instagram, and be sure to tag me at scribblesfromemily.com. And you can always find me on my website at scribblesfromemily.com. Thanks so much for watching. We'll talk to you later. Bye.